Chosen one, this is what God was waiting to see from you. Finally, I have been watching you, and what you just did has moved heaven in a way you cannot yet understand. So, do not scroll away, because this moment carries something you have been praying for in silence. I was waiting to see a shift inside you, not outside, not in your circumstances, but deep within your heart, where no one else can see. What I needed from you was not perfection, not loud faith, not flawless strength, but a quiet decision that you would not give up, even when nothing made sense. That is what you have finally shown, and now everything is about to respond to it. If you stay with this, you will understand why the delay had purpose, and why your breakthrough is no longer far away. Type Amen to affirm. You thought I was silent, but I was observing every small choice you made when you felt unseen and forgotten. You kept showing up when it would have been easier to walk away, and that mattered more than anything you could have said. I was waiting for consistency in your spirit, for that moment when you chose faith without needing proof. That is what unlocked this next step. And now, what follows will not look ordinary. What is coming into your life will reflect the strength you built in hidden places. There were times when you almost gave up, when the weight of everything felt too heavy, and the silence felt like rejection. But I was not rejecting you. I was preparing you, shaping your heart so it could hold what you asked for. I needed to see that you would still trust me when you did not understand me. That is what you have finally done, and it has opened a door that cannot be closed. You are stepping into a season that will feel different, because it is different. Right now, pause for a moment and gently tap the like button as a sign that you are ready to receive what has been prepared for you. I know you questioned your path, and there were nights when you wondered if you were doing something wrong. You looked at others and felt like you were falling behind, like your life was not moving forward. But I was never comparing you to anyone else. I was guiding you through your own journey. The waiting was not punishment. It was alignment. Now that alignment is complete, and you will begin to see movement where there was once stillness. What I was waiting for was your surrender, not your struggle. I was waiting for you to release the need to control everything, and to trust that I see what you cannot. When you finally let go of that pressure and chose peace in the middle of uncertainty, something shifted in the spiritual realm. That moment mattered more than years of effort without trust. Now, things will begin to unfold in ways you did not expect, but deeply needed. You are not behind. You are right on time for what I have planned. Every delay you experienced was connected to something being prepared ahead of you. If I had moved earlier, you would not have been ready to receive it fully. Now you are different, stronger, quieter in your faith, but more powerful in your belief. That is why this next chapter will not feel like anything you have known before. Type 11, 11, if you believe. Do not doubt what is happening just because it does not look dramatic at first. Some of the most powerful changes begin quietly, without noise, without attention. You may notice small shifts, small openings, small moments that feel different. Those are signs that things are aligning in your favor. Stay present and do not rush the process, because what is building now will last. I have seen your patience, even when it felt forced, even when it felt like you had no other choice. But patience built something inside you that impatience never could. It gave you depth, it gave you clarity, and it gave you strength that cannot be easily shaken. That strength is what will carry you into what is coming. And what is coming requires exactly who you have become. You were not ignored, you were being refined. Every disappointment, every closed door, every delay had a purpose connected to your growth. You may not have understood it then, but you will begin to understand it now. Things will start to make sense in a way they never did before. Pieces will come together, and you will see how everything was leading you here. Do not let fear speak louder than your faith in this moment. Fear will try to remind you of past failures and missed chances, but those do not define your future. What defines your future is the decision you made to keep going when everything told you to stop. That decision has power, and it has already changed your direction. You are no longer standing where you used to stand. What I have for you is not based on luck. It is based on alignment, and you have aligned yourself through your persistence and your quiet trust. Even when you felt weak, you did not walk away. Even when you felt unsure, you did not completely lose faith. That is what I was waiting to see, and now that I have seen it, things will begin to move. I am removing what was never meant to stay with you forever. What you felt as pressure was shaping. What you felt as delay was preparation. And now, what you are about to feel will be release. You are not the same person who once doubted if anything would ever change. Type 777. There is a quiet strength growing in you, and it is not loud or dramatic, but it is real. It shows in how you respond now, how you choose peace over chaos, how you step back instead of reacting. This is what I was forming inside you all along. I was not just answering your prayers, I was building the kind of person who could live inside the answer. Because what is coming into your life needs stability, not fear, and clarity, not confusion. You will begin to notice that things that once disturbed you no longer have the same hold. Situations that used to drain your energy will start to lose their power over you. That is a sign that you have grown beyond certain battles. And when you grow beyond something, it can no longer control you the way it once did. This is how you know you are moving forward. Even if your surroundings have not fully caught up yet, do not underestimate the power of the small changes happening within you. They are creating space for bigger things to enter your life. When your mind becomes clearer, your path becomes clearer. When your heart becomes calmer, your direction becomes stronger. Everything is connected, and what is happening inside you is preparing what will happen around you. There are people who will not understand this new version of you. They may question your silence, your distance, or your peace. But you are not here to explain your growth to those who cannot feel it. You are here to live it. Not everyone will recognize what I am doing in you, but that does not make it any less real. There were moments when you felt like you were losing everything, but in truth, you were being separated from what could not go where you are going. It may have felt painful at the time, but it was necessary. You cannot carry everything into your next season. Some things had to fall away so that your path could become lighter and clearer. What remains is what truly belongs with you. Type 222 to receive blessings. What is coming will not arrive in chaos. It will arrive in alignment. It will feel natural, even if it surprises you. Doors will open without force. Conversations will flow without struggle, and opportunities will come without confusion. This is how you will know it is from me. You will not have to chase it or fight for it in the same way you did before. You have learned lessons that cannot be taken away from you. Even the hardest experiences you went through have given you wisdom that will protect you moving forward. You will not walk into the same situations blindly again. You will see more clearly, feel more deeply, and choose more wisely. This is part of your reward, not just what you receive, but who you have become. Do not rush ahead of this moment. Let things unfold at their own pace. There is no need to force outcomes or demand immediate results. What is being built for you is meant to last, and things that last are not rushed. Trust the timing, even when it feels slow. What is steady is often more powerful than what is fast. I know there are still questions in your heart, things you do not fully understand yet, but you do not need all the answers right now. You only need to stay open and willing to move forward. Each step will reveal what you need to know next. You are not being left in the dark. You are being guided one step at a time. There is something you have been hoping for, something you have almost stopped expecting because it felt too far away. Do not give up on that hope completely. What feels distant now is not impossible. In fact, it is closer than you think, just not in the way you imagined. Be open to receiving it differently. You are not alone in this process, even when it feels like you are. I have been with you through every moment, even the ones where you felt completely abandoned. I saw your tears, your quiet prayers, your moments of doubt, and I never turned away from you. My presence has been constant, even when your feelings told you otherwise. Now you are entering a space where you will begin to feel that presence more clearly, not because I was absent before, but because you are more aware now. Your spirit has become more sensitive, more open, more connected. That connection will guide you in ways you did not expect. Keep your focus on what matters, not on distractions that try to pull you back. There will always be noise around you, things that try to confuse you or slow you down. But you have the ability now to choose what you give your attention to. Choose peace, choose clarity, choose what brings you closer to your purpose. What you have been waiting for is not just an event, it is a shift in how you see yourself, how you see your life, and how you move forward. That shift has already begun. You may not see the full picture yet, but you can feel the difference, and that feeling is real. Stay grounded in this moment. Do not let fear or doubt take you out of it. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Everything is unfolding as it should, even if it does not look perfect. Trust the process, trust your growth, and trust that what is coming is meant for you. There is something unfolding now that you cannot fully see yet, but you can feel it quietly shaping your path. It is not loud, it is not rushed, but it is steady and certain. What you once begged for is now being arranged with precision, and it is happening in ways that protect you from what you could not see before. I am not just giving you what you asked for, I am giving it to you in a way that will not harm you, confuse you, or take you backward. That is why it took time, and that is why it will last. Type 550. 5 to affirm. You are beginning to walk differently now, even if you have not noticed it fully. There is a quiet confidence forming in your steps, a sense that you do not need to chase everything anymore. This is not pride, this is alignment. You are no longer trying to prove your worth to people or situations that could never recognize it. You are starting to understand that what is truly meant for you will recognize you without struggle. There were seasons where you felt like you were fighting everything at once, like nothing was working, no matter how hard you tried. But those seasons were not wasted. They were building endurance in you, teaching you how to stand even when the ground felt unstable. That endurance is what will carry you now, because what is ahead requires someone who does not give up easily, someone who stays steady even when things shift. You may notice that certain doors are closing more clearly now, without confusion or delay. That is not rejection, that is direction. I am making it easier for you to see what does not belong in your life anymore. When something is removed, it creates space for something better to enter. Do not hold on to what is leaving just because it once felt important. There is a new kind of peace entering your life, and it may feel unfamiliar at first. You may wonder if something is wrong because things feel calm instead of chaotic. But this peace is not emptiness, it is restoration. You are not losing something, you are gaining clarity. This is how you begin to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. You are no longer in the same place you used to be, even if your surroundings look similar. The shift is internal, and it will soon reflect externally. What you are becoming is more important than where you are right now. Because once you fully become who you are meant to be, your environment will have to change to match it. That is how transformation works. There are opportunities being prepared for you that you have not even considered yet. They will not come in the way you expected, but they will feel right when they arrive. Pay attention to what feels natural, what feels peaceful, and what does not force you to compromise who you are. Those are the paths that are aligned with you now. You do not need to overthink every step. Just stay aware. You have learned how to listen more deeply, not just to words, but to feelings, to intuition, to quiet signals within you. That is something many people ignore, but it is something you are beginning to trust. That trust will guide you in ways logic alone cannot. It will help you avoid what is not right and move toward what is meant for you. Stay connected to that inner sense. There were times when you felt like your efforts were invisible, like nothing you did mattered, but nothing was wasted. Every step you took, every time you chose to keep going, it added up. It built something inside you that is now ready to be used. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from experience, from growth, from strength. Do not be surprised if people start to notice a change in you. They may not understand it, but they will feel it. You are not the same person they once knew. Your energy has shifted, your focus has shifted, your priorities have shifted. This is not something you need to explain. It will speak for itself. What is coming into your life will require you to stay grounded. Do not let excitement pull you out of balance. Receive what comes with gratitude, but stay centered in who you are. Do not lose yourself in new opportunities or new connections. Keep your foundation strong, because that is what will keep everything stable. You are stepping into a phase where things will begin to connect more clearly. Situations that once felt random will start to make sense. You will see how certain events led to certain outcomes. You will understand why some things had to happen the way they did. That understanding will bring you peace. There is no need to rush your future. It is already moving toward you. What is meant for you is not running away from you. It is being prepared at the right pace, so that when it arrives, you are ready. Trust the timing, even when it feels slow. Slow does not mean stopped. It means steady. You have been protected in ways you did not even notice. There were things that could have gone wrong, but did not. There were paths you could have taken that would have led you somewhere painful, but you were redirected. That protection is still with you. You are not walking alone, even when it feels quiet. Now is the time to remain open, but also wise. Not everything that comes your way is meant for you, even if it looks good at first. You have the ability now to discern more clearly. Use that. Take your time before making decisions. Listen to what feels right, not just what looks right. You are not being asked to be perfect, only to be aware. Awareness will guide you better than perfection ever could. When you are aware, you notice patterns, you notice feelings, you notice what aligns and what does not. That awareness will protect you and guide you forward. Everything you have been through has brought you to this point, not to break you, but to shape you, not to stop you, but to prepare you. You are ready now, in a way you were not before. And because you are ready, what is coming will not overwhelm you. It will elevate you. The storms you walked through did not just pass over you, they reshaped how you see everything. What once felt overwhelming now feels manageable, and what once felt impossible now feels within reach. This is how transformation reveals itself, not in one loud moment, but in a steady shift that changes how you stand. Type 12. 12. To claim miracles. There is a reason you no longer react the way you used to. You have learned that not everything deserves your energy, and that lesson has freed you more than you realize. You are no longer pulled into every distraction or every emotional wave. Instead, you are learning to choose your peace. Even when chaos tries to surround you, that choice is powerful, and it is guiding you into a life that feels more balanced and more real. You may still feel moments of uncertainty, and that is natural. Growth does not remove every doubt instantly, but it changes how you respond to it. Instead of being controlled by fear, you are starting to move through it. You are beginning to trust that even if you do not have every answer, you will find your way. That trust is something I was waiting to see, and now it is becoming part of who you are. There are things aligning behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. Conversations are forming, paths are opening, and situations are shifting in your favor. You may not hear about them right away, but they are real. Just because something is not visible does not mean it is not happening. In time, what is hidden will become clear, and you will see how everything was moving even when it felt still. The patience you developed is now becoming your strength. You are no longer rushing every outcome or trying to control every detail. Instead, you are learning to let things unfold while staying grounded. That balance is rare, and it is exactly what will allow you to handle what is coming next, because what is coming requires both trust and stability. Type 1010 if you trust God. You are also becoming more aware of what truly matters to you. Things that once seemed important are losing their weight, and things that once felt distant are becoming clearer. This is not confusion, it is clarity forming. You are starting to see your life with new eyes, and that perspective will guide your next steps. It will help you choose what aligns with your growth and leave behind what does not. Do not be surprised if your circle begins to change. Some people will drift away, not because you did anything wrong, but because you are no longer aligned with them. Growth creates distance from what no longer fits, and that is part of the process. It may feel uncomfortable at times, but it is making space for connections that match who you are becoming. You are not losing people. You are being redirected. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to rise within you. You may not have all the details yet, but you can feel that you are meant for something more. That feeling is not random. It is a sign that you are stepping closer to your calling. You do not need to rush to define it. Just continue moving forward with awareness and openness. What you went through was not meant to weaken you. It was meant to prepare you for this exact moment. Every challenge taught you something that you will now use moving forward. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments that felt like complete setbacks, they were shaping your perspective, your strength, and your direction. You are also learning to trust yourself more, not in a way that replaces your faith, but in a way that works with it. You are beginning to see that you have the ability to make choices that align with your path. This confidence will grow as you continue to listen and move forward. It is part of the balance you are developing. There will be moments ahead when you will need to make decisions without having all the information. In those moments, return to the calm within you. That calm is not empty, it is guided. It will help you choose what is right without forcing you into fear. Trust that feeling when it comes. You are not where you used to be, even if some things around you look the same. The change is inside you, and it will soon reflect outward. You will begin to see differences in your environment, in your opportunities, and in your experiences. These changes will confirm what you already feel. You are moving forward. Stay patient with yourself as you continue to grow. There is no need to rush your transformation or compare it to anyone else. Your path is your own, and it is unfolding in the way it needs to. Trust the timing. What is meant for you is not delayed. It is being prepared. There is a quiet momentum building now. It may not feel fast, but it is steady, and steady movement creates lasting change. You are not stuck. You are progressing in a way that will hold. That is what matters. Fast change can fade, but steady growth remains. Keep your focus on what is real and meaningful. Do not let distractions pull you away from your path. You have come too far to lose your direction now. Stay grounded in what you believe and continue moving forward with clarity. You are stepping into a moment where everything begins to settle into place, even if it still feels unfamiliar. There is a calm forming around your life that is not accidental, and it is not temporary. This calm is the result of everything you endured, everything you learned, and everything you chose not to become. You are no longer reacting the same way, no longer chasing the same things, and no longer allowing fear to lead you. That shift is exactly what I was waiting for, because now you can receive without destroying what you receive. Type 222 to receive blessings. There was a time when you would have rushed into what is coming, trying to hold on to it out of fear of losing it. But now you are different. You are learning to let things come and stay naturally, without gripping them too tightly. This is maturity in your spirit, and it will protect you from repeating past cycles. What you are about to receive needs this version of you, not the one who was desperate, but the one who is steady. You may begin to notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer, less scattered, and more focused. This is not something small. It is a sign that your inner world is aligning. When your thoughts become clear, your actions follow with purpose. You are no longer moving in confusion, but in awareness. That awareness will help you make decisions that support your growth instead of slowing it down. There are things you once prayed for that you stopped mentioning, not because you no longer cared, but because you became tired of waiting. I heard those prayers, even the ones you whispered quietly or held inside your heart. Just because you stopped repeating them does not mean they were forgotten. Some of those very things are now being prepared to return to you in a different and better way. Stay open to receiving them without fear. You have also learned the importance of boundaries, even if it was through difficult experiences. You now understand that not everyone deserves the same level of access to your time, your energy, or your heart. This understanding is not cold, it is wise. It will protect what is growing in your life, because what you are stepping into requires protection as much as it requires openness. Type 1111. If you believe there is a deeper level of trust forming between you and your path, you are starting to see that not everything needs to be controlled for it to work out. Some things simply need to be allowed. This does not mean you stop making choices. It means you stop forcing outcomes. You are learning to move with life instead of against it. That flow will carry you further than resistance ever could. Do not be surprised if you begin to feel drawn to different things, different environments, or different ways of living. This is part of your alignment. What once felt comfortable may no longer feel right, and that is not a problem. It is a sign that you are evolving. Follow what feels true, even if it is unfamiliar at first. There is also a sense of restoration taking place within you. Parts of yourself that felt lost or forgotten are beginning to return. Your confidence, your peace, your sense of direction, all of these are being rebuilt. This is not something that happens overnight, but it is happening. And as it continues, you will feel more like yourself than you have in a long time. You are no longer carrying the same weight you once did. Even if some responsibilities remain, the emotional burden is shifting. You are learning how to hold things without being overwhelmed by them. That is strength. It is not about having no challenges. It is about not being controlled by them. And you are reaching that place. There will be moments when you look back and realize how far you have come. Things that once felt like the end of your story will now feel like the beginning of your growth. You will see how those moments shaped you, not to harm you, but to prepare you. That understanding will bring you peace. You are also becoming more comfortable with yourself without needing constant validation from others. This is important because when you are secure within yourself, you are less likely to accept what does not truly match your worth. You are learning to stand in your value quietly without needing to prove it. That quiet confidence will attract what aligns with you. What is coming into your life will not need to be forced or chased. It will come because it belongs with you. This is something you are beginning to understand. You are moving away from struggle and into alignment. And in alignment, things connect more naturally. There is no need to fear what is ahead. You have already overcome more than you thought you could. What is coming is not meant to break you. It is meant to build on what you have already become. You are ready in ways you did not recognize before. Stay grounded in this moment, and do not let your mind rush too far ahead. What matters is what you are doing now, how you are feeling now, and how you are choosing now. These small moments are shaping your future in ways you cannot yet see. Trust them. Everything is coming together, even if it is not fully visible yet. You are not missing anything, and you are not being left behind. You are right where you need to be, moving at the pace that is right for you, and what is meant for you is already on its way.